Well, the accident left him with terrible injuries. He couldn't work. It got him down.
That's awful.
He was depressed, started drinking, ended up in hospital. He didn't come home.
So the accident left him with terrible injuries, but the driver wasn't directly responsible for his death.
You say accident like it was nobody's fault. Like 2 cars bumping into each other in a car park. This was a hit and run. The driver left my son to die. In my book, that's the same as murder.
Mine too.
Nothing compares with the pain of losing a child. I'll never get over it. I still can't get out of bed some days. I don't feel like I've got anything to live for.
I'm so sorry. It was all my fault.
Your fault? What do you mean?
I was the accomplice. I was driving the car. I killed your son.
You're the monster that ran while your mate gave Grant a good kicking?
He did what? I didn't know that.
Neither of you had a shred of decency. You left him to die.
No, I swear, I don't know anything about any attack. I ran. I was scared. If I'd seen any violence, I would have tried to stop it.
No, I don't believe a word you say. You're a disgrace.
So this is why you felt guilty all these years? What you did was worse than you've ever admitted.
I didn't know.
What, did you blot it out? Are you lying? I don't know what to think.
No, I promise you. I promise you. It's the first time I've heard of this.
It's the reason you sat outside my house, but you couldn't bring yourself to knock on the door. And then in those gardens, making out you cared when, all the time, you were the one responsible for all these years of pain and misery. What kind of a person does that?
I came because I was sorry.
For your part in my son's death?
No, yes. I didn't know he died. I swear, I didn't know. I wanted to apologise.
You wanted to ease a guilty conscience, and instead, you found out that you're as good as a murderer.
I can't believe that's who my husband is.
That's exactly who he is. You just didn't know it till half an hour ago.
If he says he didn't know what Scott did to your son, then he didn't know.
I'd give anything to turn back the clock. For this not to have happened, for us never to have met.
But you were greedy, weren't you? Decided you didn't have to work for a living like everybody else. I'll bet the money you got set you up, didn't it?
No, he was young.
So was my son. He never had a chance to have a life. To get married, to have kids, he never had a chance.
I'm so sorry.
Yes. Well, you can tell that to the police.
No, please.
Jenny.
This is why you shouldn't have gone to see her. What good did you think would come of it?
I should have called someone. Got help.
Even if she can't forgive you, you have to learn to forgive yourself.
Not sure I can.
Margaret, look, I know you don't want to speak to me, but can I have a quick word?
I don't want to hear it.
Please. Look, you have every right to be angry. Sorry, that is an understatement. And I'm not here to defend what Johnny did. How can I? But if you don't think he's punished himself every day since it happened, you're wrong.
My child is dead.
I know. And believe me, I understand what that kind of loss does to you.
Do you?
Yeah, I lost a son too. Tom. He was only 4.
How?
He drowned.
So, an accident. I'm sorry for your loss. But let me ask you this. If Tom had died because of someone else, how easy do you think you'd have found it to forgive those responsible? How easy would it have been to look them in the eye and then just walk away?
I don't know.
Oh, I think you do.
Johnny is not that person anymore. He is a good man. He just made a terrible, terrible mistake.
As his wife, I understand where you're coming from. As a mother, shame on you.